I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Jennifer Hudson and Common looked like one of Hollywood's most unexpected power couples. The chemistry was there, the smiles looked real. Fans thought this relationship might actually last. But now, people are asking a completely different question. Why did Jennifer suddenly seem to pull back from Common after things appeared so serious? And why are rumors about their relationship exploding all over social media? What started as a quiet celebrity romance has now turned into one of the most talked about relationship dramas online.
I'm a host, and so I have to ask you this question, because everybody always want to know this. Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented. Wait, what about you though? How is your love life?
I'm dating this woman, and I am very happy. Are you happy in your relationship?
Yes, this relationship is a happy place for me. It's like
I love that you use the word happy place.
no, but seriously, it's like for me, it's one of them things where I found where I can seeing her happy actually makes me really happy. So I'm very grateful. I thank God each and every day, and I'm just letting God guide this relationship.
Because God is in it, right?
God is in it.
That's right.
Some fans believe Jennifer saw warning signs. Others think Common's complicated dating history finally caught up with him. And then there are those rumors, the ones that completely changed the conversation around their relationship. But before we get into all of that, we need to understand how this relationship even started in the first place. For a long time, Jennifer Hudson kept her personal life private. After everything she had gone through in her past relationships, she wasn't the type to rush into romance publicly. She focused on her career, her son, and rebuilding her peace. That's why fans were surprised when whispers about her and Common first started appearing online.
Says the work he's doing on himself will help him fulfill a lifelong dream.
And you write a lot about you want to be a husband one day. You have a rather famous relationship coach.
Oh yeah, yes, Michelle Obama, she has definitely helped talk me through just certain moments of relationships. We had conversations, and she has given me a lot of wisdom. But one great thing that she told me as I was going through this journey was that you have to understand you're not going to get anybody that's perfect because you're not perfect. So understand that there's some certain things that you will compromise in choosing that partner. But as long as the core values, the values that are most important to you, that person, marks off on that list, then you good.
She gave some good advice there.
That's good wisdom.
At first, nobody really believed it. The two had known each other for years in the entertainment industry. They were friendly, respectful, supportive of each other's work. But things seemed to change when they worked together on the movie Breathe. Suddenly, people started noticing how comfortable they looked together. There were dinners, late-night outings, private conversations. Little moments caught by cameras that made fans suspicious. Still, Jennifer denied everything. She brushed off the rumors and made it seem like people were simply creating stories out of nothing. But the speculation kept growing. And honestly, the more they tried to stay quiet, the more people became convinced something serious was happening behind closed doors. Then came the public appearances. Common started showing up at events connected to Jennifer. Fans noticed the body language immediately. The way he looked at her, the way she smiled around him. It didn't look casual anymore. It looked personal. And that's when everything changed. Once the relationship became public, fans had mixed reactions. Some people loved them together. They thought Common had finally matured and found someone who truly matched his energy. Jennifer seemed happy, relaxed, softer somehow. But other fans were worried because Common's dating history has followed him for years. This is someone who has been linked to several famous women: Erykah Badu, Taraji P. Henson, Serena Williams, Angela Rye, Tiffany Haddish. Every relationship seemed passionate at first, but somehow almost every one of them ended with disappointment, confusion, or emotional distance. And people noticed the pattern. At the beginning, Common always appeared deeply invested, romantic, charming, emotionally intelligent. But eventually, many of his former relationships seemed to hit the same wall: commitment issues, emotional unavailability, mixed signals. That's why some fans feared Jennifer might eventually face the same heartbreak. But here's the twist. Jennifer Hudson is not the same woman she was years ago. After surviving painful personal experiences and public struggles, she became far more careful about who she allows into her life. Friends close to her have often described her as protective of her peace. She doesn't just fall for charm anymore. And according to online rumors, that may have created tension between her and Common behind the scenes. Some insiders claimed Jennifer started noticing things that made her uncomfortable. Not cheating rumors exactly, not one big scandal, but small things that slowly added up. Stories, gossip, questions from people around Hollywood. And once social media got involved, things became even messier. Suddenly, rumors began spreading online about Common's personal life. Some people questioned whether he was truly ready for a serious long-term relationship. Others claimed Jennifer discovered things that caused her to rethink everything. Now, it's important to say that many of these rumors remain unverified, but that didn't stop the internet from turning the situation into full-blown drama. Fans started revisiting interviews from Common's exes. Angela Rye once spoke openly about wanting different things in life. Tiffany Haddish hinted that their breakup hurt her deeply. Other former partners described relationships that started intensely, but eventually faded emotionally. The internet connected all the dots. And unfortunately for Jennifer, people started warning her publicly. Comments flooded social media saying things like, "Jennifer deserves better," or "Common never stays long." Others defended him completely, saying people unfairly judge him because of his dating history. But while fans argued online, Jennifer stayed mostly silent. And that silence only made people more curious. What nobody expected was how quickly the rumors escalated. At one point, social media users started spreading speculation about why Jennifer may have rejected a possible future with Common. Some claimed she no longer trusted him emotionally. Others pushed completely different narratives that exploded into controversy online. The internet became divided overnight. Some people accused bloggers of creating fake stories for attention. Others claimed there had to be some truth behind the sudden tension. Every appearance, every interview, every facial expression suddenly became evidence to fans trying to decode the relationship. And honestly, celebrity relationships today almost never survive that level of pressure, especially when both people involved are already carrying emotional baggage from the past. Jennifer's history plays a huge role here. People sometimes forget how much she has endured in her personal life. Beyond fame and success, Jennifer has faced heartbreak, trauma, and painful relationship experiences that changed how she sees love completely. That kind of pain changes a person. It teaches you to pay attention to red flags, to protect your energy, to stop ignoring your instincts. So when fans say Jennifer may have pulled away because something felt off, people believe it because they know she's no longer willing to settle for emotional confusion. And Common? He may have underestimated that. For years, Common carried a reputation as the thoughtful, intellectual guy in Hollywood. Calm voice, deep conversations, spiritual energy. The type of man many people assumed had everything figured out emotionally. But over time, cracks began showing in that image. More and more fans started noticing that despite dating several successful women, none of those relationships seemed to fully last. People began asking difficult questions. Was Common afraid of commitment? Did he enjoy the chase more than stability? Or was he simply misunderstood? And that's when the internet became ruthless. Social media users started creating endless theories about why Jennifer allegedly distanced herself from him. Some theories were realistic, others were completely wild, but all of them kept the story trending. Meanwhile, Jennifer continued focusing on her career. She appeared calm publicly, smiling, working, staying graceful as always. But fans couldn't help noticing that something felt different. The excitement around the relationship slowly faded. The public moments became less frequent. And then came the biggest rumor of all. People started claiming Common wanted something more serious, while Jennifer hesitated to fully commit. Some reports even suggested discussions about marriage may have happened privately. But if that's true, Jennifer allegedly wasn't ready. And honestly, many fans understood why. Marriage is not something Jennifer takes lightly, not after everything she has been through. She knows what emotional pain feels like. She knows how damaging unstable relationships can become. So instead of rushing forward emotionally, she may have decided to protect herself first. That decision alone changed public opinion completely. Suddenly, people weren't looking at Jennifer as someone getting rejected. They started seeing her as a woman choosing herself, choosing peace, choosing emotional safety over public romance. And that message connected with a lot of viewers, especially women who have experienced relationships where charm and reality didn't fully match. Because sometimes the hardest thing isn't falling in love. It's walking away when you realize something doesn't feel right anymore, even if the other person looks perfect on paper, even if the world wants you to stay. And that emotional reality is why this story became bigger than celebrity gossip. People saw themselves in it. The uncertainty, the mixed signals, the fear of repeating old mistakes, the pressure to ignore your instincts because everyone else thinks the relationship looks beautiful from the outside. Jennifer's situation reminded people that public appearances don't always reveal private truth. A relationship can look perfect in photos while struggling behind closed doors. And sometimes protecting your peace means disappointing people who expected a fairy tale ending. Now, fans are still debating what really happened between Jennifer Hudson and Common. Was it simply bad timing? Commitment fears? Internet rumors destroying trust? Or something deeper that only they truly understand? We may never fully know. But one thing is certain. Jennifer Hudson no longer seems interested in forcing relationships that don't fully align with her emotional needs. She has worked too hard to heal, grow, and rebuild herself to ignore warning signs now. And maybe that's the real lesson here. Not every relationship ends because of one massive betrayal. Sometimes people slowly realize they want different things. Sometimes trust becomes fragile. Sometimes the pressure becomes too much. And sometimes choosing yourself is the most powerful decision you can make. So now the big question is this. Did Jennifer Hudson make the right decision by stepping back from Common? Or do you think the internet rumors unfairly damaged their relationship before it had a real chance to grow?